Jaguar hasn't sold a new car in the United States since it pulled the F-Pace off the market in 2025. Think about that for a second. A 100-plus-year-old brand with zero vehicles on a dealer lot, betting the entire company on one car nobody outside a design studio has fully seen yet. That car finally has a name, real specs, and a reveal date. I've spent 20 years underneath vehicles from every era of this industry, and I don't remember a brand walking this close to the edge on purpose with no fallback model sitting in the showroom in case it doesn't land. So here's what Jaguar actually announced, what the numbers really mean once you get past the press release, and why I'm not ready to call this a comeback yet. If you want the straight version of stories like this instead of marketing spin, hit subscribe now, because I'm about to walk through the part most car channels are skipping over. The car is called the Type 01. It's the production version of the Type 00 concept that caused all the internet arguing back in December 2024, and Jaguar confirmed the name in May of this year, ending nearly 2 years of it going by unofficial nicknames like the GT. Under the skin, it runs 3 electric motors making more than 735 kilowatts combined, which works out to roughly 986 horsepower, all sent through active all-wheel drive. That power comes from a 120 kilowatt-hour battery on an 850-volt architecture, with charging speeds up to 350 kilowatts and a target range past 400 miles. For comparison, most mainstream EVs on the road right now run 400-volt systems. Jumping to 850 volts isn't a marketing number, it's a genuinely different, more complex electrical architecture, and it's one Jaguar has never built or serviced at scale before. On the timeline, Jaguar showed a lightly camouflaged prototype at the Goodwood Festival of Speed on July 2nd, running the hill climb in front of a crowd for the first time. It's also made appearances at the Monaco E-Prix earlier this year. Painted in a bright red that's a deliberate departure from the black and white camouflage wrap it's worn for most of its public life. The full production reveal is locked for October 6th in New York as a private event rather than the public unveiling the concept received. That alone is worth noting. Companies confident in a reveal usually want the biggest audience possible. Orders are expected to open in the second half of this year, with deliveries starting sometime in 2027, meaning buyers could be waiting close to a year and a half between placing an order and actually taking delivery. Pricing hasn't been officially confirmed, but consistent industry reporting puts it starting around £100,000 to £20,000, with the center of gravity for most orders closer to $140,000 once buyers start personalizing. Jaguar's own leadership has framed that window as sitting above mainstream premium brands like BMW and Mercedes, but still comfortably below where Bentley and Rolls-Royce start, in the £280,000 range and up. That's a more modest ambition than it sounds. Jaguar isn't trying to outprice Bentley, it's trying to sit in the gap just underneath it, which is still a much harder sell than it looks because those buyers already have brand loyalty built over decades. It's also worth knowing this reveal has already slipped. The Type 01 was originally expected to arrive around 2025, then got pushed to September of this year and now sits on an October 6th date instead. Jaguar hasn't officially explained every delay, but a cyber attack that knocked out JLR's plants and IT systems for roughly a month last September is one likely factor. A 100-plus-year-old brand going dark on new vehicle sales while its comeback car keeps sliding on the calendar isn't the kind of pattern that inspires confidence in a launch year purchase. JLR's own leadership has been candid that the early reaction to the design was rough, with one executive describing the initial sentiment around the concept as extremely negative, before claiming it's since turned around. That's the company's own read on its reception, not outside criticism. The Type 01 is also only the opening move. Jaguar has confirmed 2 more electric models are coming behind it, widely reported to be a high-end SUV and a full-size electric sedan, all built on the same ultra-luxury positioning. That means the stakes on this first launch are even higher than they look. If the Type 01 stumbles on reliability or simply doesn't sell, Jaguar isn't just risking one model, it's risking the foundation the next 2 cars are supposed to stand on. The I-Pace, for what it's worth, is being discontinued entirely rather than continuing alongside this new lineup. So there won't be a familiar model left to fall back on while the Type 01 finds its footing. Here's the part that should give any buyer real pause before writing a deposit check. This isn't Jaguar's first electric vehicle. The I-Pace was, and its track record is rough. NHTSA, Recall data shows the I-Pace has been hit with battery-related recalls again and again, with the 2019 model year alone recalled at least 5 separate times since 2023 for the same underlying issue, and a fresh 2020 and 2021 model year recall added as recently as this year. Several of those recalls were tied to the high-voltage battery overheating badly enough that owners were told to park outside and away from structures and to cap charging at reduced levels until a permanent fix arrived. Reuters has reported Jaguar is aware of at least 8 U.S. fires linked to the issue. That's not a minor software patch story. That's a years-long pattern of fire risk recalls on the exact kind of high-voltage architecture Jaguar is now scaling up for a car, with a battery more than double the I-Pace's size and voltage roughly double what most EVs run today. None of that guarantees the Type 01 inherits those problems. It's a new platform, a new architecture, and almost certainly a different battery chemistry and supplier. But when a brand's only real-world EV data point involves years of repeated high-voltage safety recalls and the follow-up car is a launch-year model on an entirely new platform with no mileage behind it, that's exactly the kind of vehicle I'd tell a customer to let other people buy first. Let a full production year pass, let the early recalls surface if they're going to, before you're the one financing the debugging. There's a service-side reality here too, one that rarely makes it into the marketing coverage. An 850-volt system with a 350-kilowatt charging ceiling needs different diagnostic equipment, different high-voltage safety training, and different parts supply than anything currently sitting in a Jaguar dealership. Land Rover and Jaguar's combined dealer network is small compared to Mercedes or BMW, and it's about to service a car with a genuinely unfamiliar electrical architecture, at a price point where owners expect flawless concierge-level support, not a service advisor learning the platform in real time alongside them. The bigger risk sits outside the car entirely. The copy-nothing rebrand that introduced this whole direction landed badly when it launched, with backlash over the new logo and a campaign that showed no cars at all. Reporting on the ultra-luxury EV market backs up why that matters here. Buyers with this kind of money still lean heavily toward large displacement combustion engines, and Bentley has already confirmed it's keeping gas engines in its own lineup well past 2030. Jaguar isn't just asking people to accept a redesigned brand identity, it's asking traditional six-figure buyers to give up engine sound, exhaust note, and 100 years of badge history, all in the same purchase decision. It's one car, carrying more weight than any single vehicle probably should. If the engineering matches the spec sheet and the early builds hold up, Jaguar has a legitimate flagship again, and possibly a real shot at the ultra-luxury EV space nobody else has fully claimed yet. If it repeats the I-Pace's early reliability pattern at this price point and this level of public attention, the damage goes well past one bad model year. It could end the brand's third act before it starts. Subscribe before you go, because I'll be covering the October reveal the moment real specs and confirmed pricing land, not the marketing version Jaguar wants you to see first. Jaguar is betting its entire existence on one car most buyers haven't driven. Priced just under Bentley territory, built on a platform with zero track record, following an EV with a years-long history of battery fire recalls. That's not a comeback story yet. That's a bet. And right now, Jaguar is the one placing it. Drive safe.